Apple just released iOS 18.1. Here is everything new. Before I get into all of the exciting new features, if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple news, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. So, like I said, Apple just released iOS 18.1 for the masses. You can go download it right now on your phone. This includes a bunch of new features for your phone, the first implementation of Apple Intelligence, and a whole lot more, including stuff for AirPods Pro. So I've got my iPhone 16 Pro updated. Let's dive in. We'll first hit Apple Intelligence, which is now added into the Settings app to enable. It's limited right now to English-speaking Siri, but it works in a few different regions and will be expanding soon. Just toggle it on, and you'll probably be in a waitlist for a little bit for Apple Intelligence to become available to you. Once you do, you'll notice that Apple's assistant, Siri, has a new coat of paint. It kind of comes out from the button and then radiates around of the edges of your display in this colorful swirl. Apple's assistant is also now better at understanding you. You can say things like, turn on the bathroom lights, the living room lights. Plus, you can type more easily too. Just tap the bottom of your display to bring up a keyboard to type your questions or commands. This is really great if you don't want to speak your commands outside, talk to your assistant all the time. Plus, with the ChatGPT integration coming in 18.2. If you want to learn more about iOS 18.2, I have a first video on that I've linked here. Finally, Apple's Assistant can give you info on your Apple products. Like, you can ask how to take a hearing test with AirPods. More on that feature coming soon. The next Apple Intelligence feature is Writing Tools. Anywhere you are typing, you can tap the Writing Tools icon to bring up AI features to rewrite, proofread, and more. My favorite Apple Intelligence feature so far, though, is the cleanup tool. Sorry, real quick, I need to pause because my iPhone battery is really low. Fortunately, I have a new set of chargers from this video's sponsor, ESR. They just launched their new line of Qi 2 chargers. Lately, I've been carrying around the ESR Qi 2 5000 mAh battery pack. It's super slim at only 15.5 millimeters, yet it stays cool thanks to its internal sensors that read the temperature and use AI algorithms to keep the battery pack below 99.14 degrees Fahrenheit, so it won't overheat. Heat and speed are a constant battle for these tiny portable chargers. An iPhone 15 Pro will be 84% charged in only 2 hours and 25 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty fast. Plus, the built-in kickstand makes it super convenient to watch content in both portrait and landscape orientations. If you need a stationary charger, I'm really excited about the new ESR 3-in-1 with 15-watt Qi 2 and CryoBoost and a fast-charge Apple Watch puck. It's using a new generation of CryoBoost that's more efficient and quieter than before to keep your phone cool and to increase charging speeds. And it's affordable, nearly the same speeds as Magsafe, but for less cash. That same tech is built into its new car charger too. Again, 15-watt magnetic Qi 2 with active cooling CryoBoost. That's extra critical in the car where GPS functionality, the heating vents, or the sun can all cause your phone to heat up. Grab any of these and more of ESR's gear at the link in the description. This lives in Photos, and it allows you to remove objects or people from your images. Also, in Photos, you can create a new memory by just describing what you want to see. Apple's predictive keyboard is now better with AI-generated replies. You'll see this in places like Messages and Mail. There are other Apple Intelligence features too, such as summarizing text, summarize notifications, and a new Reduce Interruptions focus that intelligently determines what's important to notify you about. I've hit these only briefly, but there's a lot more about them. If you do care about Apple Intelligence and want to learn more about all these features, I've gone ahead and linked another video here with more details. Moving on, Apple has a new call recording feature. When in a phone call, you can tap the button in the top left. It'll announce it to both parties that the call is being recorded, and then you can save it into the Notes app. It's then transcribed, which is super handy. And yeah, Apple Intelligence can summarize it for you. I can't tell you how useful this has been. I've started recording all of my calls when I'm talking to businesses or anything like that, just so I have records of everything that was said. It's incredibly handy. They're recording me. Why can't I record them? Well, now I can. In the camera app, iPhone 16 models have a new option for camera control. It can swap not only between the rear-facing cameras, but now the front-facing camera too. Plus, the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max can capture spatial photos now, just like the iPhone 16 series. Moving on to AirPods Pro. They have several new hearing health features. Once they're updated, you can take a hearing test right on your iPhone, like a clinical grade hearing test on your iPhone. You'll put your AirPods in, be in a quiet place, and you'll listen for tones on each ear, and will let you know if you're experiencing any hearing loss. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes to get through the whole thing. If you do have any notable hearing loss that it detects, AirPods Pro can then be used as hearing aids. They'll be tuned to your ears where you have the most trouble, like the frequencies that you struggle with most. Finally, for AirPods Pro, they have improved hearing protection features. This can be toggled on or off and will block out sounds, preventing further or any hearing loss. In Control Center, there are new controls for AirDrop, Level, Ruler, VPN, Wi-Fi, Satellite, and Bluetooth. So you can basically place these anywhere you want. RCS and messages can now be used for businesses. The businesses have to support this as well as your carrier, but when they do, they can use RCS instead of SMS. Shortcuts has a new command to open up Control Center. Lastly, in Contacts, you can invite people to join games directly using Game Center. There's a new Game Center breakout in the contact, and you can invite them into a gaming session. This precedes Apple's rumored new dedicated gaming app that may be coming down the line. Lots of bugs have also been fixed in this update. For example, the random restarts for the iPhone 16, those have been fixed, so that's great. Like I said, this update is available now. You can download it. Depending on your model, you will have some of these features and may not have some of the other ones, but let me know which of these you are most excited about down below in the comments. Have you tried Apple Intelligence at all during the beta? I think you're going to be most excited for what's coming in 18.2. That's a big update. And of course, be sure you're subscribed here to the channel because I'm going to be here to tell you all about it. Otherwise, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.